guys, I'm Dipali Agarwal and welcome back to my YouTube channel For My Scholars. As you guys already know, interview series is going on this channel and today is the 7th video of this series. So today I have invited Rajat Agarwal, who is an entrepreneur and having his own company, that is Dewberry Software and ARC Cabs. He will be sharing his experience of entrepreneurship and how they actually hires for their company. Okay, so stay tuned for that video. So let's welcome him. Welcome Rajat sir, welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for your valuable time. So you can start with your introduction, means your education, what jobs you did and right now what you are doing.
Thank you, Dipali. It is my pleasure to be part of your growing YouTube channel. You are doing a good work by encouraging the young students. Sure. So I did my engineering in '98. I'm a textile engineer. Then later on, I got a job. I did job for 2 years. Then I went to do the full-time MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. There I got some scholarship. Later on, I decided to get inside IT. Just because I had some interest in technical in IT field, so I got a job with Polaris Software. Later on, I moved to telecom. In telecom, I was for a couple of long years, more than 10 years, into different fields. I started into sales, then marketing, then product design, then managing large teams, and finally I decided to call it quit. During that time, I actually got an opportunity to work with new startups. So I joined a startup in Bangalore, which was into employee transportation. Then later on, I moved to Ola. So in Ola, I got an opportunity to put up their complete B2B corporate business from scratch, which was a good experience. Then later on, I realized that my calling is to actually put up my own enterprise. And from last 4 years, we are working in our own enterprise. So we have our own IT company with the name of Trinity Mobile App and Dewberry Software. And we make softwares, customized softwares for industry. And we also have our own platforms for taxi services, wherein we give a similar kind of taxi service like Ola and Uber, but for a close group of customers. So these are the couple of different businesses that we are in.
That is very good, sir. I want to start your interview with a very important question, and it is about freelancing. Tell us, is freelancing is important for the students or not? How it can improve, how it can be beneficial for them, for their interviews, for their career?
See, the good part is that the youngsters who are now coming out of college, they are more educated and they have exposure to much better technologies than what we had. I remember I have done my first programming in Visual Basic. That was in 2000. And that time, programming was really a tough task. You have to make lots of scripts. You have to do everything from scratch. But today, if we see in last 20 years, the programming have become much simpler. You have templates, right? You have lots of model view controllers, MVCs, templates. So it is more of applying your brain logic and then creating a product. If I tell you in 2003, making a website was a full project, which would have taken anybody at least 2 to 3 months just to make a template. And today you can buy the same template for $10 on GoDaddy and put your website within 30 minutes. So that's a kind of journey we have seen, I've seen in the technology, and that is what most of the youngsters today actually ask. So the pace of technology is very fast. The change is very fast. The kind of versioning which is happening is very fast. Today you learn one technology, you learn their nitty-gritties, how to implement it, and within 6 months you have new features which have come in. So it's a very valid question for any youngster. What should they do? As I keep telling all the young friends of mine that every youngster in college should do freelancing. It gives you two things. First of all, you try to understand how to deliver a small project. Don't go for long projects or big projects. Take small projects. Either you become a part of a company which is a small company like ours, or you go to many websites like freelancers and take a small projects. It will help you learn your skills. Second, you will also learn the evolving technologies. So let me give an example. Around 4 years back, Google launched their full suite of Google Maps API. Now Google's Map API is a complete end-to-end ERP kind of solution, which today is being used virtually in every software. And amazingly, still majority of the students, they are not aware about how to use Google API. Now you will not get that education in the college, and even in the companies, people don't invest time into those kind of education. But these are some things which a youngster can actually learn, and by himself or herself, she can do small projects. So your question, should they take up a freelance project? Yes, they should take up a freelance.
Okay, so guys, as Rajat sir said, freelancing is very important. You should pursue that. You should go for freelancing during your student life. It definitely will help you in your career. Okay, my next question is, as you're having a software company, so you only prefer to hire computer science students or other branches students also? Actually, the purpose of this question is that only computer science students can go for the software companies, or the students of other branches also can go for that. What do you actually prefer?
Correct. So let me put it this way, Dipali. Now more or less every student which is coming out of any engineering college, he understands basic programming. Even if he is from mechanical or electrical, he understands it. And now we are seeing convergence of technologies. No longer a pure mechanical person is needed, no longer a pure computer science graduate is needed, because we are not doing R&D in India. We are not doing lots of pure research. What we are doing is we are creating applications. So either if you see Infosys, or you see companies like Airtel, or even the smaller companies, they primarily look at the aptitude of the person. Can he learn? Can she actually learn the new technologies? Can she learn the new understanding? So not necessarily a person has to be from only computer background, but a person is, say, suppose from electronics. He might learn certain new programming and is good for, say, robotics. If a person is, say, from electricals, he might be tomorrow used for IoT services. So if we see Internet of Things, most of the Internet of Things are based on sensors. Every sensor today talks to a backend server. At the server end, you might need a programming guy, but at the front end, you really don't need a programming guy. You need an engineer who is able to implement the solution on the ground. So we are seeing now convergence of technologies. In last 4 years, 5 years, the pure vanilla growth of a person would only take him to, say, 4 or 5 years of the growth period. But after that employee should graduate himself to the next level, where he is able to understand different convergence of technologies, how different technologies can give a final result or a product. The same thing for the freshers. When I interview a fresher, I look at two things. First, are they able to grasp new concept? Concepts are changing very fast. So technologies, I know if he has done an engineering, he might be, he has already done Android, he has already done native, he must have worked something on PHP, something on .NET. That's enough. Over the period of next 3-4 months, smaller projects, and that person can become a good developer. But objective is, can he really grow a concept? Can he understand a logic? Because if we have to invest a huge amount of time in teaching him the logic, then that's a waste of time for us. Once a customer gives a project, then the customer gives a basic understanding, basic requirement. For any developer to understand the output is more important. And once they understand the output, then they can program it in the language whichever has been given to them. So we look at the aptitude. The second we look at it, how fast a person can learn.
it means it doesn't matter from which branch they belong. So students, as Rajat sir said, कि उन्हें ऐसा नहीं चाहिए कि केवल कंप्यूटर साइंस के ही स्टूडेंट्स सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनीज हायर करती हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. आप अगर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के हैं, मैकेनिकल के हैं, किसी भी ब्रांच से हैं और आपको सॉफ्टवेयर में इंटरेस्ट है तो यू कैन गो फॉर दैट. मेन चीज़ जो कंपनी देखती है वो क्या है कि आप नई चीज़ों को लर्न करने के लिए रेडी हैं. ओके, वन मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन सर. एज मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज आस्क फॉर द एक्सपीरियंस, so what freshers should do in that case? Big companies require experience and the smaller companies are having very limited seats, very limited openings. So in that case, what freshers should do?
Absolutely. It's a very good question, Deepali. So there are three layers of or three tiers of companies in IT today. One are smaller companies, small and medium size, like my company, where we employ 30-35 youngsters. Then we have sufficiently mid-sized companies where there are 500-600 employees, and then you have a tier 1 companies which have 1,000-1,500 employees or more. Now there are hundreds of companies who are small and medium enterprise like ours across Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, Bangalore, and we give chance to all the youngsters. Once these youngsters learn and they are having experience for 1 year, 1.5 years, 2 years, then naturally their progression is they get employment with larger companies like Infosys or Accenture. All my employees in last 4 years, they are today working with larger companies, and we also understand that because we cannot pay huge salaries like Accenture or Infosys, and we do not have huge international projects or exposure, and this is a natural progression. So if you are an engineering student, if you want an experience, then I will suggest you start learning the technology as a freelancer in your college days. Maybe in the final year you take up some smaller projects, then join up a small IT company. Small IT companies might not pay you very huge salary, but you will get an exposure. Over the period of 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, you get to learn many things, and then you are ready to go to and migrate to the larger IT company. So it is like a 1 year internship which you have with the smaller IT companies like ours.
One more thing sir, कि स्टूडेंट्स ऐसा क्या करें अपनी स्टूडेंट लाइफ में, आप उनको प्लीज सजेस्ट कीजिए कि स्टूडेंट लाइफ में व्हाट दे should pursue so that they need not to go for any kind of internship or any kind of courses after completing their degree. क्योंकि मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस आजकल क्या हो रहा है कि आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग देयर डिग्री दे आर नॉट गेटिंग जॉब्स, एंड रीज़न जैसे कि आपने बताया कि दे आर नॉट रेडी फॉर द कॉर्पोरेट बिहेवियर, फॉर द कॉर्पोरेट एनवायरनमेंट. तो स्टूडेंट्स को ऐसा क्या करना चाहिए कि डिग्री कंप्लीट करने के बाद आफ्टर 4 years, आफ्टर 3 years उनको डायरेक्टली जॉब्स मिलें? ऐसा वो कॉलेज टाइम में क्या न्यू स्किल्स डेवलप करें कि उनको ये सब चीज़ें फेस ना करनी पड़े?
करेक्ट, आपका सवाल बिल्कुल सही है. इसमें थोड़ा सा एक्सपेक्टेशन मिसमैच हो जाता है. जो लड़के जो द स्टूडेंट्स वर कमिंग फ्रॉम कॉलेजेस इन एंड अराउंड दिल्ली एनसीआर, एंड many of them have expectation of landing up a huge salary, 2 lakh 2.5 lakh from day one, which actually doesn't happen. So smaller companies like ours, we take students on internship. For first 3 months to 4 months, we see their attitude and we pay them a nominal sum, which is not very high, but it is very decent, very smaller amount, but it's a decent amount. In 3 months, they have to prove that they have a willingness to learn. So sometimes we find that that the guys they really don't want to learn. So after 3 months, 4 months, they are not able to continue. But there are very few in cases. Most of the students, they actually become productive in 3 months. Once they become productive, then we increase their salaries, and their salaries become like 1.5 2 lakh rupees a year. After 1 year, 1.5 years, when they have done some projects and they understand, then they naturally go for a higher interviews. So definitely there are jobs which are there. You cannot expect a fresher to get a complete job like a 1 year experienced person. But yes, if he is willing to learn, put up good number of hours, then he can definitely grow. we see the students which are coming from the colleges, they are not industry prepared, and it takes times to make them industry prepared. And until and unless they don't deliver some projects, they are not ready. That is why I am recommending students should take up freelance projects. In final year, if they do a live freelance project, भले उसमें पैसे नहीं मिले, आपका कुछ learning तो होगा ना. See, till the time they are able to implement one project in certain parameters, make it go live, put up a testing around it, understand the bug process. Till the time they are able to do those things, they will not understand how the development works. So they can learn it during the freelance time also. So I strongly recommend. In fact, if in interview any student says, "Sir, I have taken a freelance project," then I am more interested in that student because it means he wants to grow. Thank you, Dipali. You are doing a great job, and I wish all the best to your students and the audience. God bless, and please take care from the COVID-19. Please maintain social distancing. Thank you.
So guys, जैसे कि रजत सर ने कहा कि आप फ्रीलांसिंग ऑप्ट कर सकती हैं. फ्रीलांसिंग इज़ अ वेरी गुड ऑप्शन ड्यूरिंग योर कॉलेज लाइफ. It definitely will help you in your placement and in your career. So thank you so much, Rajat sir, for your valuable time, for your valuable suggestions for the students. So this is all about the video, guys. Okay, so next video में मैं invite करने वाली हूँ आयुष अग्रवाल को, जो कि IIM से उन्होंने MBA किया है and इसके अलावा he is an entrepreneur also. So stay tuned for that video. Thank you. Good luck.